Hey guys, how's it going? Today's weather is really nice, and by that I mean it's really overcast and super gray and very windy, ominous, spooky dooky. And I just love the wind and I love the mood, and Bikeshare has e-bikes now, so I'm gonna take you guys on a ride of an e-bike. I'm like really excited about them. I've tried them a few times and they don't go super duper fast. They pick up speed really quickly. Hills are like nothing, so I'm really excited to see what I see today, you know? Gonna be covering a lot of ground hopefully. I have my biking playlist all downloaded, so let's hope it doesn't rain, but if it does, So here's my membership key that'll give me access to the bikes, and then I open up the Bikeshare app to see where the nearest e-bike is. It's not too close, so I decide to pick up a regular bike and bike to the station that did have the e-bike. This seems to be the situation a lot of the time, but if I'm planning to bike all day, then it's worth it. Here are a couple clips of me walking around Queen's Park. It seems like I tend to find e-bikes right near U of T, so I'm able to find one at a station nearby. So you can check how charged it is by pressing the power button in the middle, and then straight away I decided to take it down to the lake shore, to the music gardens, where I knew I could find some beautiful views, some cool nature, and they have so many boats. It's so fun to go down there and daydream about living in a boat, really getting away like that. One day I definitely want to try a trip on a boat even to see what that's like, but it just seems so romantic and quiet and peaceful. After enjoying the scenery for a little while, I noticed all of these white rose petals on the ground. There must have been a wedding here or something yesterday, which reminded me of this wedding that I saw a couple weeks ago at Woodbine Beach. Just a lot of people getting married in parks these days. And the music garden is definitely like the perfect choice. So the next place I decided to bike to was Sugar Beach, which was just down lakeshore a little bit further. I love this area because they have sand and it feels so warm and nice even though there's fall weather surrounding me. It felt very odd, but really comforting. And since I was pretty close by, I biked down a little bit further to see George Brown College. Sometimes I daydream about the idea of going to George Brown College for jewelry making, and it would be awesome to be at this campus. And it was fun to walk around and imagine myself being in school again. And then in the distance, I saw this kid in a bathing suit playing in the fountain. Does this guy know it's the end of September? And this is how I collect electricity. I usually go to any of the public libraries that are open and set up all of my electronics, the most important being this power station. So that takes about 8 hours to charge fully. So if I can spend a full workday at the library, that's a perfect day to get all this stuff done. I also charge up some external battery packs, my phone, my laptop, anything that I can think of. So I'm just about to head out to go to Home Hardware to buy a couple propane cylinders. They last a pretty good amount of time. I've only gone through maybe like 3, 4, so I think they last longer than a week even. And they're pretty cheap back home, but we're in Toronto now, so we're gonna see how much they are at this Home Hardware. And I'm also checking out a new library to see if it's a new cute spot for me to work at. Maybe I'll chill there for a little bit, recharge my laptop, or we'll see. And it's beautiful fall weather outside, so maybe we can collect some good stuff along the way. I have my plastic bag in my backpack, so we're good to go. So let's go. Propane was way overpriced at $9 a bottle, so I only ended up buying one. I also got some other chores done. I just printed off this couple illustration commission that I just finished. They're newly engaged and their puppy. I've never been to this print store before, but they were nice. They got it done. I stopped by City Hall, and right on Queen Street is Black Market, which is classic local Toronto. Picked up a couple accessories, considered a fringe vest, saw that it was over $100, and said maybe next time. And here's how I collect water. So not all water fountains are open and operational, but public washrooms are really well maintained now. They're cleaned on a daily basis, which is great. So I fill up on about 12 liters of water, and I do this really slowly. But I spend like 20 minutes filling up water once a week or so, and it's really not a big deal. But these are a few errands that I have to do every few days to make sure I'm living comfortably. So it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just about to make some coffee, and I thought I would film it, hang out with you guys for a minute. Why not? Just a casual chat. Look how pretty it is inside my van right now. Couldn't lose this opportunity. I love the spot that I'm in right now because I can rely the sun shining on my van from basically 1 p.m. until the sun sets. So I love that. I gotta get my little propane camper stove all set up. So now we wait just a couple minutes for that to boil, and we will have some hot coffee in no time. It's such a beautiful day, and sometimes to pass the time, I just like to look in my little crystal ball. So last time I was at home and I had access to a sewing machine, I sewed on a really thick fabric, a really thick felt fabric, actually made out of the curtains that used to be in this van. They were like this deep red velvet curtains, and I sewed it on the other side of the sheet. I did this because there are cars driving down the street all day, all night, and their headlights are really bright sometimes. So I'm glad I did that. Honestly, at first I'm like, it looks worse. It doesn't look as glowy and yellow, but it's important. I'm glad we did it. So I have two options. One's like when I'm lounging with the doors open, and then I use this side for when I'm in the city and I can't have those doors open. So I hope I do a good job filming because I plan on going on a camping trip next week to Bon Echo Provincial Park, I believe it is. And I want to film as much as possible, so we've got steam. So this can be turned off. Turn off the propane, and then I let the gas all the way out until it dies on its own, and we have some hot, steamy steam. Okay, and then I just put the lid on. Keep that heat in there for as long as possible. And let me show you these knives that I just bought. Look how cute they are. They have that like gasoline rainbow quality. I think there's a name for that, but I don't remember what it is. I got them at the dollar store. I needed knives, so... And look, it's teal and it matches the walls. Okay, so now we're waiting again for this coffee to steep and get all that caffeine. So make sure you have your mug. It has to be a really big mug, more like a bowl, something that you could also eat soup from. If you can't eat soup from it, it's too small. There's no point. So here's my French press. I just... Sometimes you get nice foam at the top. If you get enough air in there, probably not how you do it. Surf's up. No. Cheers. I'm gonna light an incense because I have one all set up right here. I believe this is a eucalyptus flavor. I really like incense in my van because sometimes it plays with the rainbow lights that are like being reflected. It makes it really pretty. And that's been getting your drink hot with me. Bing! So I bought these mittens yesterday. Some might say it's too early, but I say no. These are the mittens of my dreams. I love them so much. I used to have the same like when I was younger. And they have this like nice, comfortable lining. So I got these cozy mittens, and something else that I found essential to purchase We got ourselves a fanny pack. Yes. So, since I got a new phone, it's like too big to wear in my pockets, especially when I'm biking. And when I'm biking, I really want to be free of a backpack. This is a compromise. I'm not totally happy about it, but it'll work and it will calm my Virgo mind that my phone is safe and not falling out of my pocket. So happy with this purchase. It was $10, black market. Thank you. Maybe next week on Making Hot Drink, we will make matcha. I also have a few different types of teas I would love to dive into. I've tried them before and I just don't mix them well, or I steep it too long. It just doesn't turn out very good. I'm practicing. So maybe we will practice and fail together, and that could be fun. And here are a few shots of nighttime Toronto. There are tons of skunks in the city. I swear the other night I saw like 6 or 7 skunks throughout my walk. And here's one that I had to battle at a Bikeshare station just to get home. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Bye!